Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing Yandere Abel X Pregnant Jackie Bright, which Abel is the father. Now, this is for Patreon, so they will have early access, and they'll be put out on my YouTube. So, early access. Hello, Gav. Hello, Wicked Brony, my wonderful patrons. I hope that you enjoy, and any other future patrons I get that watch us later on, you are wonderful as well. Anyways. For this, it is this part 2 and all that good stuff. The artwork done in this, which will only have one right now, is of Jackie Bright being in Abel's arms, Pregante. She's not this far along yet, but it'll be the artwork we're using in it and all that good stuff. Well, mostly this. Maybe I'll use a couple of other things. But anyways, this is Jackie Bright pregnant with Abel. Abel is Yandere for Jackie Bright. And let's do the disclaimers. Also remember, artwork is, again, if I didn't mention this before, done by Gav. As you can see, here's the artwork that we're going to be using. We might use other stuff, but here's also Gav's in Tumblr. If you want to commission her, feel free to go ahead. Anyways, let's do this. Disclaimer number 1, we do not support Edmund Bright at all. Edmund Bright is a horrible human being, and we do not support him. But, on another hand, sorry, that was my phone. Gotta turn it on silent. There we go. Anyways, Edmund Bright created Jack Bright as a self-insert, but more people have added to Jack Bright / Jackie Bright, aka Genderbent, or female version of Jack Bright. And that has more him / her being a standalone character instead of a self-insert. So that's where we're going on the character that has been built from the fandom and not just a standalone character of Edmund Bright. We do not support Edmund Bright on this channel at all. Disclaimer number 2. Abel is not Yandere canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simping for fictional characters is fine as long as you're not illegal or gross about it, and that you remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon. Also, that Yanderes are not ideal partners to have at all in real life. Thank you. And disclaimer number 3. That Jackie Bright and Abel are not a canon couple, and that Jackie Bright is the Genderbent version of Jack Bright, aka she was born female and died as a female at Abel's hand, and has been in male and female bodies because she is gender fluid. I say she, but because this is her pregnant, so it's easier to say she. But they are gender fluid, so their gender can switch from she, they, and he. Thank you. And they are not a canon couple. This is just for fun and not to be taken serious at all. Shipping fictional characters is fine as long as you're not illegal or gross and you know who you are. The ones that say, well, this character is 9,000-year-old, but they have the body of a 9-year-old shipped with a 42-year-old physical man. Yeah, that's not okay. That is wrong. It doesn't matter. If they look like a child, act like a child, or are a child, they shouldn't be shipped with adults at all. Bottom line. Anyways. Other than that, let's get on to the actual video. And I'm sorry, Gav and Wicked. This is a little bit late. I had a couple of rough days of mental health and dealing with narcissistic relatives. So it was rough, and I'm doing my best to stand up for myself. So it's been a bit rough. Anyways, Jackie Bright and Abel are now officially together of sorts. Ever since Abel figured out that Jackie Bright was pregnant with his child, he refused to leave her side. Eventually, this allowed Michael to get permission to allow Abel to be, well, more or less Jackie's bodyguard. And man, did he take it very, very seriously. Also, he catered to her needs all the time. What she has been craving lately is sushi, and Abel was in meetings with the Foundation on what he's allowed and not allowed to do. So right now, Jackie Bright is in a meeting with her brother, getting told on what she can and cannot do with Abel. Like, she cannot take him out of the Foundation, and she has to follow the rules. Of course, she's not going to follow these rules. She's going to end up breaking all of them. And she was craving sushi, but because she is pregante, or just pregnant, if you wish to use that word, she cannot have fish. are raw fish in this sense, and some fish not at all. But she is craving it bad, and she is getting frustrated with Michael for not allowing her to have fish. Come on, Michael, I need it. You do not need it. You are just craving it, Michael says to his sister, who was whining and getting all pouty with him. I need it, she whines. She really wanted sushi. She really wanted it, but she's never been pregnant before, so she never knew cravings would be this bad. And she figured that since it's Abel's child, that most likely this child or children are not going to have anomalous effects and very well could survive a little bit of sushi. I'm sure the babies will be fine. Just let me have some sushi. For the last time, Jackie, the babies cannot handle sushi. You're not going to have sushi. And no, do not go to Dr. Clef and whine to him about it. And do not go to Abel. What is she not going to Abel about? Abel says as he walks into the room. And Michael curses under his breath. Yeah, Abel was really catering to his pregnant partner. And he wanted to make sure she got everything she needed. Jackie knew this and abused it. Abel, she whines and lifts her arms up for him, walking over to him and hugging him. I need sushi. The baby needs sushi. Oh God, why would Jackie so do this? She says to him, and Michael won't let me have any. Oh, I'm loving this too much. Anyways, back to the video. Jackie, sushi is not okay for pregnant women. Who are you to say what my wife can have or cannot have? Abel says, referring to Jackie as his wife, even though they were not married. Jackie looked at him confused when he said wife, but then her stomach growled and she started to crave sushi more. Okay, she'll think about the wife part later. Right now, she definitely needs some sushi. Yeah, why can't I have sushi, Michael? She says, it is bad for my children. Mine and my wife's children are certainly able of handling raw fish. Abel was about to go into a trance because his mind was focused on getting his wife this sushi. And of course, Michael saw what was going on. Jackie, back up. Jackie saw what was going on and she realized how much she may have just fricked up. And she takes a step back when Abel finally grabs an obsidian sword and flashes out of the room. Frick! Michael says, cursing up a storm as he puts on the alarm for a breach and the office is locked down. See what you did now, Jackie. Now we're going to have to clean up his mess. Michael says, and that mess was going to be a lot because Abel was on a murderous path to get his wife the best sushi. Of course, there were consequences to this, very much so. And it was not going to be pretty. Now we're going to do a quick time skip because I'm not going to wait until the next part to do the aftermath of the breach. So this is a time skip for a few hours after the breach. Abel did not get captured. Instead, he came back to the Foundation, broke into it after he broke out of it, and went to Michael's office, where he also broke into. Michael had his guns ready to go. And if it was not for Abel being out of the trance and just walking over and handing sushi to Jackie, who was a bit scared but also turned on, it would have been a much bloodier mess. Abel then picked Jackie up, sat her on his lap as she ate the sushi. He knew his children would be fine because his anomalous DNA is now in the pregnancy, so the pregnancy is most likely an anomalous pregnancy. So yeah, the baby is probably going to be fine. And she eats the sushi happily while Abel strokes her hair and glares at Michael. You do not say no to Jackie Bright, he says firmly, and he holds her tighter to his arms. She smiles and a little victory. She could get used to this, though she knows she's going to have to do a lot of paperwork now that he broke out to get her sushi, but it was worth it because it was hidden just the right spot. Abel kisses her again and steals some sushi from her as well. It was romantic and sweet, but also there was a lot of dead bodies to count now. And also to do a report on the madman stealing a bunch of sushi. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. Yes, it was a bit more silly in this and such, but I think that was really good and I really liked how this turned out. Anyways, anyways, it is I think there should be a part, but I don't know, so I'm going to leave this for Gav and Wicked to listen to so that they can see if it's a part they want to see. That there should be a part of like the rules and such of Jackie and Abel having the rules and aftermath, and also just getting house dynamics because now that they are together ish, that Abel will want to live with her and they need to have a containment area, aka a house and land, for them to have for their family. And also a part where they test the pregnancy with Abel standing over the doctors, looking down at them like if they frick up anything with his pregnant partner, that he is going to unalive them, obviously, and all that stuff. So those are two things, like the dynamic of them starting to live together, Jackie feeling a bit smothered, and also of Abel and Jackie seeing the pregnancy and seeing if it has anomalous effects while it's inside Jackie. That will be something I would like to dive into in this mini series. Wicked, Brony, and Gav, see what you want to do with that and message me on the private parts of the Discord. Yes. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And if you would like to see more of Abel Bright, and may it be male X male or male X female or female X female, I will do my best to do it all. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. Thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are fabulous. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are chef's kiss. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being just as beautiful, just as stunning, just as wonderful, and being my second patron. You are beautiful, stunning, chef kiss. And I'm sure that Gav agrees that you are stunning. I'm sure you agree that Gav is stunning. You're both stunning. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this. And remember, Gav was the one who did the art in this video. Thank you, Gav, again for letting me use it and giving me permission to use it. All credit goes to her. She will be in the description and in the first pinned comment if I remember to do that right away. If I don't, please remind me so I can add it later on. Yes, 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 yes. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Hey, secret outro time, secret outro time, secret outro time. Now, secret outro. If you were pregnant with Abel's child, what do you think you would crave the most? I think I would be creative in that ancient his ancient race foods that are so lost to things that Abel would have to actually cook them for you. And as soon as you taste them, it hits the spot and you suddenly want him to create every meal. That would be one of the type of things I would see Abel doing to help with his pregnant partner if you were his pregnant partner. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.